Hello and welcome to the American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. Our focus today is Red Angus cattle, and we're going to visit with a number of stockmen who know the performance and value of these cattle throughout the beef production cycle. It is a breed that has become the fourth largest in the nation, and we're going to hear what beef producers that use them have to say about Red Angus in this episode. We've got a good show for you today, and we're glad you joined us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's a historic 4/6 legacy female sale, offering 1,800 coming 3-year-old bred commercial females. These northern origin females sell bred to Express, Riverbend, Krebs, STS Ranch, and Bradley 3 Ranch growth bulls. Here's your chance to restock with superior genetics on Thursday, November the 12th. This is a video-only sale broadcast live on SuperiorClickToBid.com and Rural TV. Rethink, restock, rebuild with the 4/6 legacy female sale.
Superior Livestock has taken the guesswork out of bringing select genetics into your cow herd through the Superior Select Replacement Female Auctions. These replacement females are solid and ready to go to work for you. Be sure and register for these upcoming Superior Select Replacement Female Auctions.
It's the new cattle drive for the modern day. Market your livestock the superior way.
Red Angus influenced feeder cattle now have an exciting opportunity to garner premiums that have never before been available for red-hided cattle. Cow-calf producers and feeders utilizing Red Angus Feeder Calf Certification Program, or the FCCP, are continuing to find more price discovery for their cattle in today's competitive market. Just after the grid's 1-year anniversary, the Red Angus Association of America and Tyson Fresh Meats Incorporated have released all new enhancements to the Choice Plus performance-based grid, which is designed exclusively to pay premiums for cattle enrolled in the FCCP or Yellow Tag program. The program still revolves around incentives equivalent to Angus premiums for cattle that grade upper 2/3 choice, as well additional incentives for load lots of cattle grading a high percentage of choice and prime. What adds even more value to the program is the fact that the FCCP Yellow Tag is the admission ticket for the Choice Plus grid, which is only offered by Tyson, one of the nation's premier beef packing companies. The biggest thing to remember is, keep the tag, keep the premium. For more information, contact a Red Angus marketing team member at 940-387-3502 or look us up at redangus.org.
Welcome back to the American Rancher. Red Angus cattle are balanced cattle that excel in reproduction, growth, maintenance, and carcass. They are becoming increasingly known for delivering economically relevant traits. Is there a fed cattle market outlet for FCCP tag cattle? Of course. Red Angus cattle have been successful in many formulated pricing structures, evident by the number of Gridmaster winners Red Angus Association of America has recognized in recent years. Red Angus offers the industry's first genetic, source, and age verification program, the Feeder Calf Certification Program, or FCCP Yellow Tag. Ranchers utilizing registered Red Angus bulls should take part in this process-verified program now more than ever. With a rancher-friendly enrollment, the process to enroll is easy. Call the Red Angus office and go through a quick question and answer session over the phone. Once enrolled, the tags will be shipped directly to the producer, where they'll be applied to calves prior to leaving the ranch of origin. Fill out one form on tags used and the date of the first calf born and send it in with a copy of your calving record. The Red Angus Association will create your certificate of compliance, which is what feeders and packers will be looking for to verify your cattle in the FCCP.
We've really used that program since the late 90s, early 2000s. I could go back and look and see when we started exactly, but you know, if I was to explain the ease of use of the feeder calf certification program, I'd have to say that it's as simple as using Red Angus genetics and then making a phone call. And so it's extremely easy to utilize, and that's one of the reasons why it works so well for commercial cattlemen like me.
Producers that utilize Red Angus genetics now have a new exciting opportunity to garner premiums that never before have been available to red-hided cattle. Packers know and trust the quality and consistency that Red Angus genetics bring to the table. Red Angus and our partners at Tyson Fresh Meats Incorporated have revealed the new Choice Plus Premium Red Angus Grid. The program revolves around incentives equivalent to Angus premiums for cattle that grade upper 2/3 choice, as well as additional incentive for load lots of cattle grading a high percentage of choice and prime. The program is for FCCP enrolled cattle only and offered through Tyson Fresh Meats Incorporated.
So a little background on the Beef Marketing Group is that we are a cattle marketing cooperative. So we consist of 19 feed yards, mainly in the state of Kansas and in Nebraska. And we're a part of an aligned system where we harvest our cattle to one processor primarily, that being Tyson Fresh Meats. And so through that alignment, we're able to understand really what the customer on the other side of the packing plant is looking for, and what we can do then to, from a raw product standpoint, deliver that product, produce those kind of cattle consistently year in and year out. The Red Angus initiative has been a really exciting initiative for us to be involved in over the last 2.5, 3 years. And really what we've tried to do is partner up with the Red Angus Association. They've got a program, a yellow tag program, where they identify the producers of the Red Angus cattle, identify those with a yellow tag, and that verifies that they have Red Angus genetics and that they comply with the Red Angus Association specifications to qualify for those feeder cattle. We are excited about that because that's a very predictable product. They're high quality animals, they've got known genetics. In many cases we know the weaning and preconditioning practices that are involved or entailed before we have a chance to bring those cattle or purchase those cattle into our system. In the last 2 years, in our feed yards, we've probably fed between 1,500 and 2,000 of these cattle. And we've got a number of the leadership within the Red Angus Association that have partnered with us on the feeder cattle, and we feed them, and then we actually harvest them through Tyson, and we utilize the grid, the Red Angus Plus grid that has been developed and now in place. And it's been very exciting because these cattle that are of high quality actually generate more value for the producer, and if we partnered on the cattle for us as partners, than they would have anywhere else. So it's really working. And the Red Angus Association has created an opportunity for producers that are willing to make the extra step and use the right genetics and stand behind those genetics to receive more value for their feeder cattle.
The good thing about that is that you instantly have agent source verification. And then it also gives the buyers, if we're selling feeder cattle, it gives the buyers the confidence that those cattle are at least 50% Red Angus. And it's also just another way for us, and when we talk about putting bells and whistles on our cattle and doing everything we can to add value to them, it's just another one of those things. It's for us, it's just like, you know, it's just like preconditioning, it's just like PI testing. It's all those little things that we do that we think maybe add some value to our cattle, and we're always going to do that if we can. I'm just thankful that the Red Angus Association has given us one of those pieces of the puzzle that we can use, and one of those tools that we can use to add value to those cattle through the feeder calf certification program.
We took that philosophy to the Red Angus Association as they wanted to further develop this opportunity for the cattle that they're their producers are responsible for. And so we worked closely with Tyson and looked at a number of different options in terms of how we could reward the cattle that would produce these high quality carcasses. And so then we produced a grid, and we actually fed some cattle and harvested them against that grid to make sure that it was achieving the objective. Because you really don't know how the grid is going to perform, or the cattle are going to perform against a grid until you actually harvest some against it. So then we're able to fine tune it to make sure that it's achieving everybody's objective. The end user, the packer, the feeder, and the Red Angus producer. I think it's extremely competitive and really rewards those specific animals that have the yellow tag. If I could pinpoint one thing in terms of the strength of the Red Angus grid, it would be that we're actually rewarding Red Angus cattle that fall into the upper choice quality grade. So previous to the Red Angus grid, if a Red Angus animal fell into choice, it received a choice value. Well, what we were able to do is to break that down so that they receive that choice value if the animal falls into the lower part of the choice quality grade, because there's a number of degrees that are in the choice quality grade. If they fall into the upper 2/3 of that choice quality grade, now the animal is eligible for additional premium so that it is competitive with other programs that are out there. So now then, if you have a red animal, just because they are not of a different color, if they're not black, they can still receive an added premium for falling into the upper 2/3. That's what we call it in our lingo, upper 2/3 quality grade, which is really interesting. So it incents the producer, the production side, the live side, to get as many as possible into that upper 2/3. So it's really brought Red Angus up to a competitive level with any other color breed that is out there, and reward them specifically for delivering what the consumer's expecting, and that's a high quality product. So that's probably the one thing I'd put my finger on in terms of what we collectively have built that allows Red Angus now to be competitive with any other breed specified grid that's out there. How we utilize the yellow tag program is that we look at those feeder cattle and we know that now they have a special added value when compared to any other feeder cattle we might get, because now they qualify for this Red Angus Plus choice grid. And so that's how we look at it. So they're not a commodity. They're actually a special kind of a program. And if we can agree on the value of those cattle coming in, we know that we've got a special target for them to go to.
There is no question that Red Angus producers now have all the tools they need to succeed in the feeder cattle market. Reap the rewards of your genetic inputs by enrolling your cattle in the FCCP, and allow buyers the extra option of marketing those cattle on the Choice Plus Premium Red Angus grid. You're watching The American Rancher. We'll be right back.
Hey cowboys, Superior Livestock Auction comes to Stillwater, pistols firing for a Superior video auction broadcast live on SuperiorLivestock.com. October 16th, 9 a.m. from the OSU Alumni Center on the campus of Oklahoma State. Superior will donate $1 per head of cattle sold to support the OSU Animal Science Scholarship Fund. Here's an excellent opportunity to buy and sell load lots and light loads of cattle while taking advantage of Superior's comprehensive network of buyers and sellers across the U.S. To consign your cattle, contact your Superior rep or visit SuperiorLivestock.com.
Superior's Country Page is the go-to marketplace if you're in need of buying or selling cattle right now. The Country Page offers feeders, calves, bred stock, and more. Cattle ranchers like the Country Page because it's easy to use. Cattle have a set asking price, and then you have the ability to bid at your own pace. Superior's Country Page also has 24/7 customer service to help you find what you're looking for. Call Superior today and see how the Country Page can help you.
It is a great time to be in the cattle business with calf prices soaring to an all-time high. So with financial resources being favorable, what better time to focus on the future and start building your cow herd for sustainability? Hi, I'm Harold Burks, the Director of Business Development with the Red Angus Association of America. Here at Red Angus, we focus on capitalizing on traits that can create a female base that has the ability to serve as the foundation for any commercial operation in the United States. No matter what your environment is, having those sound-footed females that breed on time, calve easy, efficiently convert forage, and raise a healthy calf will always be in demand. Red Angus females don't only fulfill the basics, but they do it with extra efficiency, all while staying in the cow herd longer. We have focused on creating the tools and technology necessary to build your confidence that Red Angus females do just that. For instance, next time you open up a catalog from your favorite bull source, pay attention to things like the Calving Ease Direct, Calving Ease Maternal, Maintenance Energy, and Stayability EPDs to help further assist you in your genetic and cow herd improvement. These are just a few examples of traits to apply selection pressure to ensure that your female base is there for you, driving the bottom line. If you have any questions surrounding these tools, do not hesitate to contact us. The contact info and more details pertaining to those tools and EPDs mentioned can be found on our website at redangus.org.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. When you talk with producers from all parts of the country, it is apparent that Red Angus bulls and females have brought both economically relevant and convenience traits to many programs.
You need a female that's capable of low maintenance at certain times of the year. She has to have the ability to take care of her calf. She has to have the ability to calve on assisted, and you have to have inputted male product that has the ability to progenerate a calving ease quotient so that you don't have to spend X amount of hours taking care of 25, 30 calves a day, whereas you can just not have to take care of those calves. They're self-sufficient. Those mothers know how to mother, those mothers know how to milk, they have the right udder quality, they have all those components. And obviously Angus, red or black, is the component factory that everybody desires, and if you're in the industry any amount of time, that's where you see your labor-saving device. Red becomes popular to me because you get heterosis, you get more efficiency with your cow, you still have the temperament if you're still looking for udder quality, temperament, female size, all those quantitative factors that maybe keep your cow herd the same, yet still get more production out of your cow herd. And so red becomes the new popular black. You know, it's red is the new black Angus is what it is. It's Red Angus versus black Angus, and red's the more popular one right now.
The big thing that I think about the Red Angus, especially going back to whenever I first started with them, is they was a unique herd in the fact that their gene pool was so small that those cattle were always very consistent. I just really never had a bad pen of Red Anguses. With other breeds, whatever they may be, you'll get a very big variation in color and within the marbling traits and within everything else as far as feeding performance and consistency and conversions and or grading. And the Red Angus has always been very consistent because their gene pool has been very tight. I think that leads into the mothering ability of the Red Anguses. That's one reason why that they've took on a recent storm is the mothering ability and the fact that they're very efficient cattle. And of course, everybody across the country has been in a drought for 3 to 5 years, some of them longer. And so they've really went to these more efficient cows, maybe a little bit of a smaller cow, but very good mothers and very good milking abilities. The other side of the Red Angus that is really taking on strong, and I think we're seeing this, especially in the feed yards and on the marketing side of it, is the younger generation that we've got now. They still want a steak that tastes really good, but they're very health conscious. To me, the Red Angus animal has always been a very lean animal with still good marbling ability and good taste and good tenderness. So there are several things that are setting them apart, and it's pretty obviously not just by me, but it's pretty obviously across the industry that they are kind of really taking on a good storm right now and becoming a front leader.
Drive through the countryside and you'll see a growing number of Red Angus influence cattle. The numbers of calves are climbing in the auction market, and while the trend may have been casually observed, it's now backed up by research. Demand for Red Angus calves is red hot. This summer at the American Society of Animal Science annual meeting, research presented pointed to the value that buyers place on calves sired by Red Angus bulls. Commercial cattlemen using Red Angus bulls have long suspected this to be true, but now these figures quantified that knowledge as fact. The title of abstract, The Effect of Breed Description on Sale Price of Beef Calves Sold Through 116 Superior Livestock Auctions video sales from 2010 through 2014, came out in mid-July at the Society's meeting in Orlando, Florida. The study, which involved over 3 million head of calves sold through Superior Sales, found that prices paid for calves sired by Red Angus bulls brought an average of $166.16 per hundredweight, significantly more than other breed types measured. Diving deeper into research, calves sired by Red Angus bulls brought $1.92 more per hundredweight than Black Angus sired calves, $3.61 more than English Continental Cross calves, $3.30 more per hundredweight than English Cross cattle, and $7.38 per hundredweight more than Brahma influence calves. All these price advantages were significant. What that means to ranchers and feeders is the values are real and ultimately reliable. Those seeking value in heifer calves as a possible replacements down the road will recognize the economical relevant traits present in Red Angus heifers. Red Angus females are known for their docility, calving ease, and moderate frame size. So whether the heifers are fed for harvest or retained for the cow herd, the positive attributes of the genetics are realized in the marketplace.
The Red Angus Association of America is taking charge and continuing to be a leader in keeping up with industry trends important to the commercial rancher. Whether you're rebuilding your cow herd and need females that have bred-in maternal traits, or a commercial rancher looking for bulls to add value to your calf crop, Red Angus has a program for you. For more information, contact the Red Angus Association of America at 940-387-3502 or find out more on the web at redangus.org. That's all the time we have today. To learn more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or find us on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
We want a trust relationship with our customers. We want them to know that we care about them, that our products work, and we'll stand behind them.
To come back and purchase, to bid and buy their customers' cattle, they're very, very dedicated to a customer's product, and I think that creates a lot of longevity.
98, that's 63,000, thank you.
44 Farms annual bull sale, Saturday, March 21st in Abilene, Texas.
What's in a name?
Superior Livestock Auction.
Reputation, integrity, creativity. What's in our name?
Superior Livestock Auction.
the industry-leading livestock marketing company that focuses on its roots, serving the cattle industry for over 25 years. We grew out of a need and blossomed into a leader. We understand that a name means far more than just some words on a page. It's character and history. It's lifelong endeavors. It's your identity. What's in a name?
Superior Livestock Auction. Market your cattle the superior way.
Tune in to the rural way of life on The American Rancher. Go with us as we visit the people and places and follow the stories that make ranching an American lifestyle. It's both the heritage and enterprise of livestock production across our nation each week from the people that do it. Check RFD-TV, the magazine, for times and listings in your area, and visit our website, theamericanrancher.com.